Hello, everybody out there in the internet. Welcome to Aimless Babel Z, episode 298. I'm Ticketmaster, joined by.
RPG Maniac 05.
So, yeah, maybe Gamer will be here in Chope. We're trying to get a hold of him. We'll see what happens. But yeah, we got what we're
He got,
playing.
got kidnapped too. Everybody's getting kidnapped.
Uh, I don't think we have a middle segment. I don't even know if we have any news because I know I haven't been keeping up with it. So, it's gonna be a very interesting podcast after the first segment. So, yeah, what you been playing? Should we start with the? Yeah, I guess we'll start with Destiny because that's what we want to start with. So, Destiny, it's a thing, and right now it's Iron Banner, and yeah, the HS pieces are in pieces. Oh, actually,
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about. Well, RPG wasn't there, but trading didn't go so smoothly last yesterday. We did kill orcs, but you know, besides
Wait,
that,
why'd you guys? Because when I was online, I saw that Gamer was like raiding with some randoms. So I was like, oh, I
he
guess
was
they're
doing the
not raiding
normal,
today.
the normal raid.
Ew. Yeah, that's why I didn't bother. Because I thought he was like raiding with. I thought you guys aren't raiding because he was just raiding with random people. I was like, oh, guess they're not raiding tonight. So I played something
Um,
else.
yeah, we next time or next time the whole team is there, I'm just gonna propose that we go through everything up to orcs and we just switch characters and like keep like getting like get up to that far and then we just gotta kill orcs like 3 times in a row and like just see how many times we can kill orcs and then keep and, practice and eventually we'll be able to just do it 3 times in a row and be awesome at it. So yeah,
That sounds super fun, I guess.
because otherwise stuck at not three lower than 320 for who knows how long. Who knows how long? Who
Until they raise the level
knows?
cap again.
But when's that gonna be RPG?
Next March.
RPG says it's March. I guess we'll find out.
And then after that, we'll get E3 stuff, and then Destiny 2, and then all the fun stuff happens because no more last gen stuff.
We'll see about that.
But Tekken, they can't do last gen stuff. They just can't. It has to be over. It has to be.
But I didn't go flawless this week in trials, but I did get the gun, so yay, which was the pulse rifle. I don't remember. I just remember I got it, so it's whatever.
I already had the pulse rifle. Disappoint.
Maybe it was a sniper rifle. I don't know. But I also got the fusion rifle this week off one of the packages, so now I just need the heavy weapons, and I'll have all of them for trials anyway. And then I think my warlock has all the armor because he got the arms that I haven't had yet in one of the packages, so he just needs well, he doesn't need anything, so then it's just the other two that need the arms. And I think, yeah, that'll be that, unless I want to keep trying to do trials. Ugh, but
My, my 10 hasn't gotten any armor yet, which is weird. You know. I don't know, man. I just keep getting weapon drops from him, and then the other two keep getting all the armor, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, man.
I definitely do see a break in sight. I keep saying to myself, I'm penciling in for January, but or I had it penciled in for January, and I was thinking of like moving it up to December because it's like, well, maybe I can just like play other stuff next month. But it's like, I know I'm not going to be done, and I know like I'll keep playing, so I think I'll just go ahead and delay that plan to just pencil it in for January. So yeah,
You're never
January.
gonna actually take a break. You're never gonna actually take one because you can't take, and you're
Because Need
addicted.
for Speed sitting there on my menu, and then Battlefront. I played that a bit, and it was well, whatever. We'll get to it. And then but I guess like the only good thing is like Deus Ex got delayed like a whole 6 months. Thanks a lot, flipping IDOS, Square Enix, whatever, or IDOS Montreal. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, that's good though because it was like, wasn't it coming out with like 40 other things were coming
It
out?
was, yeah, it was coming out like the same week as Street Fighter and Mirror's Edge, but now I'm like, well, I'm betting money that Street Fighter gets delayed because it's in beta still, and it's just like I
And the
don't.
beta's broken.
It's not broken. It's just like I think they like the way that they should do it is just like slowly roll the game out with like more and more characters and just keep testing it and testing it and testing it. and do that instead of being like, oh well, we're just gonna pencil it down for February, and then if anything's wrong, we'll just patch it from there. And it's like, no, dude, you should just like take your time and just keep doing what you're doing because it's working, and then more people will be buying the game and be like, oh, I want to get in the beta and I can play while it's made in progress, and then check it out or whatever.
People are probably going to buy it anyway, and especially people who are all hyped up now that it's like PS4 exclusive and whatnot, and they're all like, yeah. So
And then Mirror's Edge, I'm guessing probably won't get delayed because it's Mirror's Edge, and the last one isn't that long, so I don't expect a very long game. That being said, who knows how hard it is to make it and fix stuff when it breaks, so we'll see.
I mean, they're probably going to try to take their time. I mean, I'm guessing it had already been in development before they announced it, but considering that the last one didn't like sell bajillions, they probably want to just take their time and make sure it's like it come out how they want it to next time or this time.
Because as far as Destiny, I think all my characters are like able to get at or over 310 now, so it's just RNGesus, please bless us with awesome new drops
Ah,
situation, because yeah, that's really the only way I get progress now in this game. So yeah.
well, my Titan Warlock haven't even seen the hard raid yet, so
Oh, I guess I need the shader still, the hard mode raid armor shader thingy. So there's that too. Yeah. What else?
I mean, after all, I only beat the hard mode once, so I'm just so behind, man, so behind. It's because you guys keep raiding without me.
It's not our fault.
It kind of is. It kind of is.
Well, it's not my
You guys are
fault.
so impatient that you want to go raiding with randoms,
I
and
don't
then
do it
it's
with
like, hey
randoms. I rated
guys.
like I only do normal mode with randoms. Hard mode not so much. I'm never doing hard mode with a random team because it's like I did it like once with the like random team with like someone I played trials with, and it was. I mean, up to orcs it's fine, but then like once you get there, it's a matter of do people know what they're doing, and then it's like I don't want to go through that.
That drift guy is a random.
That's what is that for friends.
Sure he is. That's what Zephyr says, but he's probably just a random. And Zephyr's just trying to cover for it because he doesn't want you guys to know the dark, dark truth. But it's fine. It's fine. I
And
don't
then
care.
RPG challenge mode gets even more stupid.
It doesn't even exist yet though. So
But their December update, maybe it's out in December. Maybe.
yeah,
Unless it's at the end of the month, then it's not. Oh yeah, it's called December update, but it's not out in December.
I'm not expecting much. I'm gonna just suppress myself. So yeah, don't hold your breath, man. Don't hold your breath. I don't think it's even possible to get to 320 because I haven't even seen artifacts that high. So without it, you
Yeah,
can't.
I think that's the one thing holding people back is the artifact that, like none of them drop at 320. Or there is no 320 artifact because the only other artifacts you can get besides the Eris one at 310 is like the Trials one and the, I guess now the Iron Banner one if there's an Iron Banner one, but I don't think there is. But the Trials one, which is I think random, so I don't know if it does drop at 320. It might, but
I
yeah,
haven't seen any drop above 310, so I don't know. And then well, who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows anymore? But yeah, that's people are theorizing that it's like when you collect the last three shards, then it'll do it. But since since that artifact was tied to Eris or doing the shards and the raid mode and stuff, so people are thinking that'll do it. But who knows?
but yeah, I'm kind of going back to what I did in last, I guess or year one when I'm kind of getting close to getting all this stuff, and then it's like now it's just a matter of all my armor, making sure it's all disciplined, so I can do that, have high discipline all the time, since you can't have more than one stat. Well, you can, but it's not as awesome as it was in year one, where you can like have double stats on the thingy. You can only set to be intellect or discipline, not both.
Yeah, which is probably good, I guess, because then like
Even when
these.
you have like max intellect, it only gives you like a minute less on your cooldown for super, so it doesn't really help that much. So, unless it counts for like how much super you get from killing stuff or getting orbs, which I have no idea because I've never done research to be like, oh, well, I wonder how much I get from this when I have my intellects at this high. Not worth the time. Do that crap. Sorry, sorry, Bungie. You just tell us, not just torture us with like, oh, this is the description for this item is like this, but they'll never understand how it works. Ah ha ha ha. It's very evil. So yeah.
Basically, that sounds about right.
It's like they'll get a kick out of it when they find out they can just switch around their armor on the raid characters, not even have to have it be equipped on that certain class to get the shader. And hope they didn't dismantle it or infuse it. Ha! Jerks.
I mean, I guess eventually my other two characters will get into hard mode, so I can at least get them above 310. But for the time being, that doesn't seem like that's going to be the case because I can never get to raid more than once. So I just make my hunch do it since he's the luckier of the three characters. So I've just been infusing all his crap into the other two characters' stuff, so they can
That works, dude.
boost. So, lay sigh. Like, I kind of wish that wasn't the case, but unfortunately, with the way this game works, that's kind of the best you can do. It's the best you can do sometimes. Because I don't know, man. My characters just have terrible luck when it comes to drops.
Oh yeah, it was weird. Like in the raid, like Hobo got like 4 auto rifles on orcs. he, he
Like,
got like
4-in-1 drop?
yeah, like 4-in-1 drops. Cause he got I don't know if it's Monte Carlo, but it was like one of the exotic auto rifles. And then he got the normal mode and the hard mode of the auto rifle from the raid. And then actually it might have been two of one of the normal, like yeah, probably two of the normal one, and then one of the hard one, and then he got like 4. I was like, what? That's weird. So yeah, that happened. Or no, oh, it was 4 primaries, not 4 auto rifles. And like maybe it was like the pulse rifle and the auto rifle, and then one was like the hard mode version, whatever. But he got like 4 primary weapons. It was weird. Cause Destiny. So yeah.
Gee.
The RNG is all over the place. Oh.
It really is. It really is. And I mean, I was hoping they'd fix the drops or whatever when they claimed that they were doing the patch to make it all better rewards for shit and stuff,
It's
but
only
it doesn't
increasable.
seem like that really has not happened, because...
Also, there's a bug because I keep turning in legging rooms and I get nothing from them, but my cryptoc ring goes up, so it's like I turn it in. I don't get anything back though, so it's like, yeah,
Huh.
whatever.
I thought I was just seeing things, but I think that happened to me too, so...
Yeah, 'cause it happened to me. Like I asked everybody about it. Like after we got done with the raid, 'cause I was like, wait a minute, I just turned that thingy in, and that's the first time. Not the first time it's happened. Everybody's like, yeah, it happened to me too. I was like, oh, well,
Ah. So now don't turn in your ingrams, because, yeah.
it's just the legs though. It's not. I don't think it's anything else.
I don't know. I
It's
don't
like
know,
your
Tekken, do
purple
you really want to
legs.
take that
You might
risk?
want to vault them.
Really want to take that risk?
So dangerously.
I mean, as dangerous as one can live in Destiny, anyway. So yeah. I mean, I guess the big change that came with Iron Banner is that it's Clash now and not Control
Ugh, that
anymore.
is the worst, actually, because
So,
I've just,
so,
yeah, people just sitting in the same spot because they don't have to go to control point. So it's like, I'm just gonna be here the entire time. Don't worry about me, guys. Have fun going as a team and doing stuff. I'll just sit here and guard this doorway. Wait
yeah,
for
because
people to
basically,
walk through it and just crouch in the corner with a shotgun the whole time.
yeah,
Or
because
hide
now
in the
people are just
trees with a
running around
sniper
just
rifle.
like
Ugh.
in like packs or whatever now. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. So now it's just like group firefights, and then if you happen to get killed, you have to catch up with your group again, and then rinse and repeat. There doesn't really seem to be any real strategy involved now because like you don't have to worry about capturing points or multipliers or anything. So
Yeah,
it's
the only
like
really thing you can do to
just
like try to
murder.
help your team is get like a heavy ammo ambush if a bunch of people are crowded around the heavy. Because I did it with my gunslinger because it was funny because I had golden gun and they were all just standing there. I was like, they must not. I was confused because like, okay, this is year 2. I think people would have been like a bit more cautious around the heavy ammo. I was like, I was just standing there, just like, and then it's like, I
Cool.
had the explosive thingy on, so like or combustion, so it's like I got 2. But then they like had picked it up and I got rocket launched, so that was nice. I got 3 of them, so I shot 2, and then like 1 died from a combustion. I was like, yeah. I was like, man, I don't think I've ever gotten people with a heavy ammo ambush on golden gun in a while.
Yeah, people aren't too smart. Because I actually got like a whole team of people with like my suppression grenade when they were all huddled around one. I was like, man, that was you guys are stupid. You guys are stupid.
And this one time
So
we had a defender that kept popping the bubble on our heavy, so I was like, oh, it's safe, so that way I could just go without any caution to the other teams and try to super it every time. And I did, and it was great. It's like Nova Bomb, yes, doing it.
I mean, I guess now that it's Clash though, I'm seeing a lot more like of the older classes now. Outside of the Titan, they still
Yeah, I saw
people still using the
some
Sunbreaker.
strikers. I was like, oh, that's surprising. But I still see a ton of sunbreakers. Like
Yeah.
whenever there's like three or more titans on the other team, it's so annoying because it's like you hear the hammer and it's like, ah, here we go again. It's just
It's
like
like it's all of
clang,
them.
and then like you think it's over, and then like another one activates, and it's like, oh, there's another one. It's like you just have a chain of hammer
Basically.
titans, and it's like this is the worst. Ugh.
Because
Keep
there's actually
praying because they're still up.
because there was a team I was playing with, and it was like five of us were Titans, and there was like one Warlock. So we had like all of the Titan classes covered, and then the Nova Bomb. So it's like it was hilarious. But yeah, it's weird because it's like that's the only one where people don't seem to be using the older classes for is the Titan. They've kind of all just clung to the Sunbreaker now, so it's like a bunch of Hammer Titans all over the place now. And since the levels are not that huge and it has a decent length on it, it's
Yeah,
like
it's like what many times have I died, spawned, and gotten killed by the same Titan with the
the
same
same
super?
person. Yeah, it's
It's like,
like
yep,
ah,
thanks game, thanks,
this is great.
because it wasn't enough for him to kill me once at all, but
It's
it was.
like he double tapped you. He double tapped you with his super. My new favorite combo though is like the Predator perk with the quiver, because then I could just set up like tether bombs on all over the level. So it's like people will run through and they'll just like activate, and then my teammates can just pick them off without problems. It's like, you fell for it. It is great because I didn't realize before that they kind of just sit there and they don't disappear until they actually activate. So I was like, oh, this is great. They're like trip mines except super versions of them. So it's like it's kind of nice. So it's my favorite tactic to do in Crucible now, at least with my Night Stalker. I randomly play with the other classes with the other two. So, except
Oh,
I
I'm
never play.
always Void Walker on my Warlock, and then my Titan's always Sunbreaker, and then I usually do Golden Gun on my Hunter, but sometimes I'll play Night Stalker because I want to wear my helmet that's 310 and not have a 308 helmet since I have my Celestial Night Hack at 310 and no other. That's another issue I have on some characters is like I'll have a 310 of some armor piece that goes with a certain class, and it's like, well, if I have this on, I can use it, and if I don't have it, or if I have something else on, it takes away this ability for this specific class. So yeah, I'm not gonna be using the Celestial Nighthawk can be a gunslinger in Crucible because you only get one shot. So I guess I'll be a Night Stalker now
No, it totally be cool. It'll totally be cool.
until you miss or that you
Well,
get a
yeah, but
kill. So
I don't know.
I guess that's it for Destiny this week. Not too much to update on except for Trials second week. I'm rank 3 on two of my characters, so just gotta get my Titan there. So yay.
Rank 3 on in what? Oh, you're talking about an Iron Banner,
Yeah,
not
Iron Banner. So
I'd say Charles doesn't have the rank thing
yeah, I
anymore.
need the arm ship, but I've gotten chest pieces on all of them. So yeah, didn't have to buy any. And then Trials starts Friday, so I'll probably turn all my weekly bounties in Saturday and see if I can get to 5 with not to play anymore and focus on Trials.
Oh, which caught me off guard because I thought they were going to give us different weeklies because I saved all my weeklies from the previous Iron Banner because I was like, oh, I could just turn all these in and then have all the weeklies from this Iron Banner, but then they were the same weeklies. So I was like, no, my plan doesn't work. So I'm just going to have to end up using them this for this Iron Banner. Otherwise, I just won't have. It kind of defeats the purpose. So I'm going to wait until like Saturday or something to turn them all in
Yeah, I'm waiting until Saturday.
and then just like power level it and just be like, alrighty. And hopefully I'm actually kind of wondering if that kind of like affects the drops when you win matches too, is like your rank.
I I
Because
I think it does because I've seen some people get the hand cannon, and I was like, wait, I didn't even know you could get that until like way later, so I'm not even sure. Like if you turn all your bounties and even the weeklies, like you might get better drops from the like once you finish a match or something. I'm not sure though.
yeah, because that's what I'm wondering. Because it's like it may be similar to trials where it's like, well, based on how far you are along, you get better drops or the actual drops and stuff. So I do want the hand cannon though, but I don't want to buy it. So I'm kind of hoping that's it. Just yeah, man, waiting for random drops in
Oh,
this game.
also the guns drop with random perks on them too, because I saw someone get an Icarus one. I was like, oh, that's an instant dismantle. I was like, nope. If I got that, I would not be keeping it
But
because Icarus
Tekken.
sucks.
Well, I mean, if it's like one of those, if you combine it with that bellicose thing that the Titans have, it might be useful
Uh huh.
since they'll be floating in the air and it's like more accurate. So maybe you can get like a bunch of
Speaking
headshots.
of, I see more and more Titans use it. I'm like, why would you use that? Because it makes you a giant target. So, not seeing any of them used effectively, mind you, just using it. I'm like, the more people learn, it's not that great.
It might be the
Or
best helmet they have,
very,
so that this guy's stuck
very
with it.
dangerous piece of armor to use. That's exotic. Use at your own peril.
Or maybe that's their plan. It's like to distract you so their teammates can take you out because you're like, well, this is a floating target. Let me go attack it. And then your team is like, get him. And then that's there's a tactic. Maybe it's all part of their plan, Tekken. Maybe it's all part of their plan.
But yeah, I can't wait to go back to the normal Iron Banner where it's control and not clash because bleh, the only good side of control or clash is that the matches don't take as long to finish.
Well, unless both teams are like
I haven't
unnecessarily.
had any that went to the time limit.
I mean, I think mines have gone at least up to like there'd be like 2 minutes left or something. So
Whereas Iron Banner, sometimes they can take a long time if like it just keeps going back and forth on the control points because nobody has any time to accumulate a score, and it's like 20,000 limit or something.
yeah,
It's
well,
like
that's
twice
because there's
as
the
high as
multipliers though. You'll have
it
multipliers.
just feels like it always takes longer in control than it does in Clash. Where it's like Clash is like you'll be done by in like under 10 minutes. So you can just play way more.
So I'm wondering like if they're gonna like keep or if they're gonna rotate the play modes or is it just gonna be like Clash for like the next
They'll
year or something?
probably rotate them. I also have a conspiracy theory that they're doing it to like see what people are using in Crucible to like where they're gonna
Ah,
nerf and
yeah,
buff next because I'm seeing a lot of
true.
pulse rifles, and I think pulse rifles might be on the chopping block to get nerfed next update. Just saying.
Really? Because I've seen like so many Supercell, so many.
Really?
It's like the new Thorn. It's like
I haven't
ridiculous.
even seen that many auto rifles primary for
So,
primaries.
well, no, not auto rifles, just Supercell
Mm,
itself.
I haven't
Not
seen people using that either. It's like Red Death and Naren's Mercy, and that's in any other Apple Discord, like any legendary pulse rifle,
Apple of
Hawksaw
Discord is a
pulse
auto
rifle.
rifle.
No, Apple Discord's pulse rifle.
No, it's an auto rifle because
But
my Warlock has it.
I have it too. It's pulse rifle.
Nope, it's an auto rifle.
Whatever RPG.
I'm like looking at it right now. It's an
I'm
auto
looking at
rifle.
mine right now. It's a pulse rifle.
Lies.
I'm going to share put it out because yeah, Apple Discord is a pulse rifle.
It is not. Stop your lies, Tekken. Stop your lies.
Let's see. But yeah, still the whole shotgun thing is still annoying. But whatever, it's stupid Destiny. That's what people do.
What shotgun thing?
The just being shotgunned when you're walking around the level. Oh, body shot, you're dead. And like, oh, they blinked at me and I couldn't really defend myself because they were coming right at me really fast. And how do you defend against that? I don't know. Whatever. So yeah.
Just like aim, because I mean they always blink the same way. It's not like they have like any special way they can blink. They're like, don't just aim upwards when you see them jumping, because then they're gonna be there. You can shotgun them. Because I've shotgunned so many falling hunters after their
I don't use a
blinks.
shotgun, so it doesn't help me. I was actually considering switching back to fusion rifle just because it is like when you
Use
shoot
fusion
someone with a fusion
rifle.
rifle, they do die. Whereas like sidearm, it's like you gotta shoot them a couple times at least for them to die. So even though it's like, you need to fire more bullets than a fusion rifle in the time that you're getting murdered, if they're not all well placed, it doesn't matter. Whereas a fusion rifle is just like charge. If you hit
It's
them,
true.
they're dead.
It is kind of like death in a gun. It's a good thing they have to charge. Although I find it hilarious that people use sleeper stimulants and
I was playing
crucible.
with Zara when he was using one. I thought it
I
was.
was like,
I
"What
was like,
is
is
this
that a sleeper
nonsense?"
sim?
Because I saw the laser
Uh,
like bounce up above me when I was like, once the heavy ammo happened, I was like, "Is someone using sleeper stimulants? Like, what is this?" Because it takes like so long to charge. You're pretty much just asking for someone to kill you. It's like it's a terrible idea.
and you can hear it too, like priming up. Just
Yeah,
it's like
it's like
clearly I'm not gonna like go for like if you hear someone like around the corner with that, you're not gonna keep walking.
yeah, it's
You're gonna
like
try to find a place to hide or something.
yeah, it's like I'm just gonna throw a grenade and good luck with that. Because like I'm not gonna go run right into your laser weapon. So yeah, it's kind of weird. When I saw somebody using it, I was like, that's dumb. I guess I don't know. To each his own. I haven't seen as many swords as I used to see though.
I yes, that is for sure. I rarely see swords. But I see them in Trials and I think it's hilarious. Oh, remember that one time me and RPG played Trials like the last couple of weeks, where that person blocked your rocket with a sword. I was like, told you.
Oh yeah, I was like, yes.
She's like, can you block rockets with a sword? I was like, yes, someone said it was for Trials, and like it happened, and like he's like, hey, he did it, and I was like, I told you. I told you they could do
That,
it.
that block is the next thing that's getting nerfed because it can block anything. It's like ridiculous. Because once I blocked someone's golden gun shot with that thing, I was like, okay, this might be a bit much because it's like I should be able to block a super with this. This should not be a
I
thing.
think you can block one golden gunshot. That's what I've heard. I haven't seen it. I haven't tried it out
I've done
myself.
it. It uses all your ammo mostly because it's you only get like 30 to begin with. So that means there's a good chance like if you had like a full thing, you'll probably survive a couple of shots, which would be real awkward for the gunslinger because it's like, hey, you just
But it's an
blocked.
exotic sword RPG. The amount of grinding and effort it took for me to
It's a
get that sword,
it's a
I think it's
super
worth
though.
it. I think
It's
it's
a
worth it.
super. You know,
Deserved. Deserved.
like the fact that
Because
it can
once you
not
block
only
them, you can't do anything with it unless they're like right up on you with no health. And it's like, haha, I got you with my broken sword.
it's like ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous because it's like you can block anything. You can block status effects. You can block supers. You can block rockets. It's like
It's
I
funny because
don't
there's
know.
like this one chest in the dreadnought you can get if you block the thing that's killing you with your sword while you have it out. It's like usually you have to get the relic to get this chest, but if you just hold your sword and block, you can open it without it. So yeah, I thought that was funny.
I didn't. I don't know, man. It's gonna have to get nerfed. It's gonna have to get nerfed eventually because people are gonna call for it. They'll be like, hey, why isn't this block getting nerfed? Because it can block everything. How is this fair?
They only give you like a very little ammo with it in Crucible.
Yeah, but it can still the guard will still work though. It'll just
Well,
probably you'll
like
just lose
they'll
all
give
your
you
ammo.
enough for like 5 swings or something. I don't know. It's like you can block one golden gunshot, but not three.
I mean, you'll need to block the one to throw somebody off and then switch to your shotgun because by then they're like, oh no, you blocked one of my shots. Because I noticed like sometimes depending on the super, people like react differently. Because like I don't know if it's because I'm playing as a defender, I like throw people off. I guess because they're expecting people to be throwing hammers all the time. So it's like I'll pop my shield and people will like run away, but I'm like, it's a shield. It's cool, guys. And then they'll kind of like circle around it because they don't know whether I'm using armor or blessings. So they don't know what like the whether to run in or not. So it's pretty hilarious. So like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I've had people like come to test it out, and then I'll shotgun them, and it's like, yep, you're dead now. That was not a good plan on your part. So it's pretty hilarious. So I think it's just, I mean, I'm more surprised that when I see a striker than anything, because I'm like, what is happening? Like, what is happening right now? You just like fist of havoc to me. What is this? So, but yeah, it's pretty much it's on Destiny, I guess. Oh, look, another defender. Huh.
Let's see. Besides Destiny, I did play something else this week for like 30 minutes or 30 minutes to an hour. I don't remember. It's on the stream on my YouTube channel if you want to check it out. But Star Wars Battlefront came out, and I was like, well, what happened? Oh, it was really weird. It was like I think it was an omen, honestly, because it was like I was all set to play it, like because it was like it was Tuesday morning. It was Tuesday morning, but it wasn't reset yet in Destiny. I was like, well, I've got all my stuff done in Destiny. I've got my wins for my armor in Trials with my characters, and I don't want to bother going to flawless fun with random people from LFG because that's a crapshoot. So I'm just going to start this Battlefront game and see how it is. And then it's like yeah, really weird weather right now this time of year in Kansas because it was like thunderstorming, but it wasn't thunderstorming. Like when I got home, it was just like thundering and like it was mostly rain, like no severe weather at all. It was like it's very calm and like not super severeness. I started playing for a bit and like it gives you this weird tutorial, but it's the tutorials in the game are terrible by the way because it only gives you like the bare basics of like what to do, not like go deep of like this does this, like it doesn't like go like line by line of like everything that does all the stuff. So that's whatever, it's a thing.
It wants you to learn Tekken.
It only gives you the basics and not get any of the stuff that's like would save your life if you jump into the multiplayer only game where it's like I kind of need to know what this stuff does when I'm playing against people that are trying to kill me because that's basically all the game is people trying to kill you anyway.
It's true.
So that happened. So you get start off with this neat tutorial where you're Darth Vader in the Hoth base, or just I think it's based on Hoth, and like you're killing stuff. Well, you're killing rebels. And you have like these stormtroopers around you, and you have your force powers. You have your lightsaber, and I think that's it. 'Cause you don't have a gun with Vader, and so it basically like lets you do that while the game installs. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. But it took like a while. So after a while, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave this here and just wait for it to install because it got old. Because all you do is basically just go around the map, kill stuff, and you can't die. I don't think. But that happened, and then after that, you can jump into like the just play online or just like do the tutorials. And I did the first tutorial, which is pretty cool because you're on like patrol on Hoth, and like you're just going to find these Imperial droids that crash. And the presentation is cool because it's like Princess Leia is like telling you, oh, go here, do this, and like the whole time it's like, this is your radar, this is how you know where to go, and like and she's like, go here, and it like points this thingy out. It's like, this is how you aim, this is how you shoot, yada yada yada, like standard tutorial. And then that was cool. And then that ends, and you go to and there's like 4 more, but I'm just gonna talk about the second one because it's like the X-wing one, and that's where like I was playing, and then all of a sudden there's just like a like a rumble of thunder, and like in the distance, it wasn't even like nearby, and like there's a thunder strike, and like my power went out, like, and I was like, dang it! So I didn't like restart the game, and like I was partially scared that my PS4 is broken because every time that happens, it scares the crap out of me. So I'm like, no, I know I'm not supposed to be playing it at a time, but it's like, come on, dude, like that, like the odds of that happening when it's like not super severe weather is like low, and then like B, it's like unless it's like super thundery and lightningy, I will not be worried about it. But like that happened, and I was like, oh come on, it's not even like storming that bad. And so that happened. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with playing anymore. So I didn't play it until I think the next day because I did my Nightfalls that morning. I soloed 2 of them, which is interesting because I actually got better rewards when I was soloing them. Whatever, we're off Destiny talks, so whatever. So that happened, and I played it in the afternoon because I did all my PvE bounties because I was waiting for Iron Banner to pop up, but it hadn't popped up because the update hadn't happened. And then like the update happened for Destiny, and it was like 18 gigabytes, but that's just like the entire like total of all the patches so far. And like for some reason my game was being weird, and like I guess started from the beginning on the patches for some stupid reason, so it took like hours to download instead of just not hours to download, so that was annoying. And then I went to play Star Wars and stream at the same time, which unbeknownst to me until I checked like a few minutes later, I was like actually slowing it down even more. So I was like, oh, whatever. I'll play some Battlefront. So I jumped into like the only mode I care about, which is Squadron Fighter, or Fighter Squadron, and that's where you fly around in the ships and do stuff. And so I did the tutorial. It doesn't. The tutorial is so bare bones because it just tells you, okay, this is how you steer, this is how you aim, this is how you shoot, and this is how you use your abilities. And then like in the game, you can actually push a button when somebody is like on your 6 to like give them a juke move and just be like that thing in Star Fox when like you just do like the 180 and like fly away so you can like not get shot down by missiles. That was in the tutorial. That would have been really helpful. Also not in the tutorial, how to speed up and slow down because you're just going into default speed the whole time. So like the whole time I'm playing, I'm like, how do I speed up? How do I slow down? So I just started pushing buttons because I was like, okay, I got to figure out how this game works. So basically, through my own tinkering with the game, I was like, oh, I figured out how the game works, even though I just did the tutorial, which was, like I said, bare bones, not telling you the important stuff. And then, like, when you're playing that mode, it's like there's two hero ships, Slave One and Millennium Falcon, that spawn. I don't know how to get them. Apparently, like, there's tokens in the map you have to find. Whatever. Didn't tell me that either. But yeah, whatever. That's a thing. Um, I was playing as the Rebels, so I was either the X-wing or the A-wing, and I chose A-wing because A-wings are like pretty awesome compared to the X-wings. But that makes sense. So yeah. Um, so that was fun. It's really interesting though because like when you're playing, it's not just human opponents; it's AI opponents too. So you have like a mixture of AI opponents and human opponents.
And
So there's
points
like
from like, so how many people, like how many,
I think
like
it's
is it
10
per
on
team?
10, and then you
Oh,
have bots thrown in. But it's
oh,
cool because it kind of makes it feel like a giant dogfight, even though it's not. So it's like there's just a ton of ships just flying around and like chaos ensuing, just giant laser ball fight, and it's pretty awesome.
space battles, you say?
It's not space
Hmm.
though, because all the levels are like ground based, so there's no space battles yet anyway. I'm sure they'll add in the future expansion, which I did not buy with the season pass because of that crap. Um, it's pretty cool though, because like just like the sounds are where they should be. It was awesome actually. I mean, I may complain that the tutorial sucked, but playing the game, like when I first started up the tutorial, I was like, Rogue Squadron, because like man, it just made me want a new Rogue Squadron because it was perfect. It looked amazing. It like felt like an X-wing. It like the gameplay was fine. Like it was just yeah, just like pushing buttons, ships doing stuff like it should be, and yeah, just looks so good, sounds so good, and like all the pilots are like chattering of like, oh, red one, there's a thing behind you, blah blah blah, blue squadron, yada yada yada. So that was cool, and yeah, it just made me want more and more and more. And I played, I think, 2 rounds, and like after the first one, I was like, okay, I'll play one more. Or like I think I'll, or no, I think I said like, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna play one more. I'm gonna play one, and I'm gonna go back to playing Destiny. And I played one. I was like, okay, I'll play one more, and then like I played one more because I was like, man, and so I ended up doing really good, and I was like at the top of the scoreboard. I was like, oh yeah, it's cool. This one part where like since I was on the Rebels, like there was a Millennium Falcon flying next to me. I was like, all right, Millennium Falcon, I got your six. Even though I'm pretty sure they couldn't hear me because I'm pretty sure it's not open mic because I didn't hear anybody the entire time I was playing, which is also a plus because Destiny is uh, conditioned me to be like I just want to be in my own car the entire time. I don't want to be anybody in my bubble ever again unless I let them in my bubble. That
Oh
sounded a
my.
bit weird, but whatever.
I was just
So,
about to say, interpropes, man, interpropes.
so, so that was nice. I don't have to worry about other people in randoms just being all herba derpa derp like in Call of Duty on the mic, just blah 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 all the time. And yeah, uh, the tutorials is like one for the AT-AT, the like chicken walker. There's one for oh, there's one where you can like be Palpatine, or Vader, and like you go in and kill a bunch of rebels, and it tells you how to use the hero abilities and stuff. Um, and then there's one where there's this. Oh, there was one where we were on a speeder on Endor chasing down rebels, which is pretty neat. The speeders are really hard to like control at high speeds, so it's interesting that they did that.
So there are like objectives. It's just, but it's still like all
Well, that's the only mode I've played so
multiplayer.
far. Because it's all multiplayer, but I haven't played the other modes, so I'm not sure like how they work. But in the Squadron Fighter or Fighter Squadron, I keep getting the name wrong. Basically, it's 10 on 10, and then every now and then it'll spawn like a escort ship or like a
Mhm.
transport that needs to be escorted. So if depending on which side you're on, you have to escort it or try to shoot it down. And so you try to like get by the ship that's needing to be defended and defend it while it gets off the map or shoot it down. And that's basically what happens every now and then. And then in between that, you just shoot everybody else and try to, I guess, find the tokens to get the hero ships. But I still don't know how that works, so it's whatever. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was pretty awesome. So yeah, I can't wait to play more. But Destiny, so
So I'm not sure how I feel about multiplayer only games though. It's like, cause I don't.
Also,
No.
that being said, it does feel also very bare bones because it's like I compared it to like every other game I played that is like Call of Duty or whatever. It's like you go through like the customization list and it's like you can change your appearance, but it's like beyond that you can't really do anything of like, oh, maybe I can like put something on this armor or change this armor, you only have like I think 3 different settings for each. Like each character type has like a couple of different settings, and then there's like the aliens, which you don't even unlock until you're rank 50 or something stupid. It's like
Holy crap.
you have to like level up so far and like play so much to unlock the aliens. It's like you don't even get like past the base humans until you're level 40 or something stupid. And I was like, what? That's
How long
lame.
does it take to level up?
I well the thing is I think I'm rank 3, so it probably doesn't take that long, but it's probably like one of those Call of Duty things where it's like each level you get like the next level up is like even more XP. So I imagine that's probably how it works. So it's like ugh, what a pain. And then on the Imperial side, you have like the stormtroopers that you start out as. So you can be a stormtrooper or like have your helmet off, but it's the same faces as like the rebellion, so it's like not really any different from either side. They use the same character models of like the human base humans, and then like instead of having aliens, they have like the elite version of the stormtroopers of like different armor, like a scout trooper, or like whatever version of the more awesome, not just cannon fodder stormtroopers that you get later on. So yeah, it's I haven't played anything beyond Fighter Squadron mode. I probably won't just because it's so fun, and I don't want to just. I feel like if I play any other mode, it's like I mean, yeah, it would be fun to like play Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber and crap, but you have to like do all this, like it, unless you're playing heroes versus villains mode, which you actually like will be guaranteed to play as a hero or a villain. It's like I don't want to have to a work towards being that character, and then like b once I'm that character, have everybody like try to kill me because I'm super powered, and like they're obviously like, oh, let's not, or like let's take out the hero on the map or whatever. So yeah, and like the
Oh,
fact,
so it's like the Juggernaut mode or something? Or...
I haven't played that one either. I just saw it in a video review, but
Oh,
basically it's like there's 3v3 or 3v3, 4v4, whatever, and like you all are like heroes of the side that you're on. So you have like I can't remember actually. It's whatever. I'll explain it if I play it again next week, but I probably won't just because I enjoy the. I shouldn't fly the ships and play the ships because I want a new Rogue Squadron and it's never gonna happen. So, or if it does, it won't be for a long time. So I was enjoying my fantasy of, oh look, this game like Rogue Squadron but not Rogue Squadron, and yeah, it was fun, and I enjoyed it, and I can't wait to go back and do it more later. And oh, I played Broken Age on Vita. I don't have a picture of it, but yeah, I
done,
played it. I played it for like a
done.
bit because you can't really play that game without sound. When I was playing it at work without sound, so I was like, yeah, I can't do this without the voice acting. It's probably not as funny because like reading the subtitles, it's like yeah, some of the jokes are like, oh, that's ha ha ha, but it's probably you kind of like lose all the feel of the game without
'Cause you
sound.
don't have the
So
tone and
yeah,
yeah.
like you could like don't even like know what the characters sound like, so it's kind of weird too. Of like only in my head, I think I like I have my head. I think what they sound like this, but I'm sure when I play the game, it's like oh, that's what they sound like. So that'll be like a whole thing too. So yeah, I did finish Geometry Wars, but I think I did that last week. But I went through and like finished all the bonus modes too. So yeah, that was a thing, and I'm gonna get other games on my Vita now to play that. And I'm still stuck on Super Meat Boy, the final chapter. But I think that's all I've been playing. Yeah, that's all I've been playing because I still haven't played Need for Speed yet. Because once I get full trials armor on my characters, I can finally just go back to streaming on the weekends and not worry about going to the lighthouse. So unless my friends are playing that around, because my one awesome friend is all playing Fallout now. That's like, come on, dude, come on, you're supposed to be my lighthouse buddy. Come on. And then my other friend is like doesn't have enough passage coins, so it's like, oh, you guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me. Like, I finally found an awesome team on LFG, and then like
They're all doing other stuff.
stuff ensues to like keep us from playing together. So it's like, whatever, man. Whatever. But that's all I've been playing.
Fun. Well, let's see. What have I been playing? Well, I picked up Yokai Watch because that came out the Friday, I think, like right after we podcast or something. And yeah, that was. It's like the game seems pretty simple because I mean it doesn't it seems like it's gonna just have like an excuse plot thing going for it. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But basically you're this kid, and then like your classmates are all like, haha, you suck at collecting stuff, and then you're like, oh no, I don't. So he goes on this whole thing where he's going to try to collect bugs to show his friends that he's like this awesome bug collector because reasons and stuff. So he ends up going into this forest, and he puts a quarter inside of this weird old bubble toy machine because it told him to feed it, and he was like, okay, I'll put a quarter in here, I guess. So then after he does that, out pops a ghost yokai who's all like, "Hey, I'm the yokai, and we exist all over the place." And he's like, "You should like catch us and stuff." And then the kid's like, "Why would I want to do that?" He's like, "Just do it." And he's like, "Okay." So he gives you a watch, and then you're now able to see yokai. So you
It's
go
not
on.
a trap at all.
It's not.
I'm
It's
not dumb at
basically.
all.
It's like, cause like it took like almost no convincing for him because like I feel like a little bit of reservation, but he's like, nah, just do it. He's like, okay, cool, well, I'll do this, I guess. Like, he's like, why not? Ghost pressured me into it, totally will do it. So then after he gets his watch thingy, he finds out that like apparently yokai are everywhere, and sometimes they cause problems. And one of the earliest ones you run across is like, I guess like your first boss fight really is like against this one yokai that apparently likes to cause his parents to argue. So it's been like living in his house and making his parents argue, and he's all like, "No, don't do that." And then he finds like this new yokai because I guess you find like some during the story, but you also find like random ones just out in the wild. So it's like semi Pokemon-ish. So you like you can like capture them and have like six on your team, and then like the medals for the rest of them that you can like swap out from this thingy. But you can the way the battle system works though, it's like you can rotate the six of them, but it's similar to Nino Kuni where
I would
the
say if you
mon-
can only hold so many, is like Nino Kuni.
yeah, like the monsters kind of like they do their like auto attacks and stuff, and then you kind of like give them the commands to use like their special attacks, and then you do like little mini games which or they differ for whichever monster they're doing it on or whatever, and then they'll unleash like their special attacks, and they all have like their own natures and all this other crap and stats and stuff. So you can kind of just like you like rotate your team and use like different tactics and stuff to kill stuff. So it's an adorable little game, but it's like nothing too it's nothing like too serious where it's like you have to be all deep and involved in it or anything. So it's a fun little side adventure of like when we don't have Pokemon games at it, because Nintendo's like, no Pokemon for you this year. So it's like, LOL. So yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. But yeah. Other than that, I also picked up Sword Art Online Lost Song, which came out I think like yesterday, and I only played that one briefly as well, but that's mostly because I forgot I was doing something and other stuff was happening, and then Iron Banner was happening, and I was like, all right, I should probably be doing that so I can get my armor and stuff. So I played it briefly. It's the sequel to I want to say Hollow Fragment because there were two Sword Art games, but one was like an alternate take on like the anime itself, and one was just I think was just like a straight up random game or something. So that one I think was it's the sequel to the one that was like the semi alternate take where after a certain after like in the anime or whatever they get trapped in the game, and in said game if you die in the game you die in real life, similar to the whole die hack thing. But the in the anime the game kind of ends early because the main character finds out who the actual boss is at a certain floor. So the guy's like, "Fine, I'll let you challenge me." But the game takes place like after like if that never happened and the game continued, even though he found out who it was. So they still had to beat the game the hard way. And after that, you meet like these other random characters, and it's like story takes place from there. And then Lost Song picks up after that, where the new online game that's happening, it's like called Iron. Wait, no, it's like Alflin or something. It's some weird Norsey name or whatever. But it's it's uh it's like a new MMO where like you play as like these various fairy races, and you can fly and you can use magic and everything, unlike in Sword Art in Sword Art where it's only like sword skills. So everybody's all like, "Ooh, this is gonna be awesome" and stuff. So they all are clamoring to jump back into it. And after that, all your friends gather from the previous game. They're all like, "Yeah, let's explore this game." So you basically just play through the game, and I haven't gotten very far because, like I said, I played like one mission, and I was like, "Okay, cool, I know how this works." So I'm gonna go ahead and play Iron Banner, and I'll get back to this. I'll get back to this later. So that's pretty much how that went. But I mean, the game looks nice because it's like I'm trying to think of because the animation style that they have
So
it
shaded.
reminds me. It seems like it is, but it like reminds me of I've seen something similar to it before, and I can't think of what it was because when I saw it, it's
Is
like
it like
this
faux
looks.
cel shaded or just cartoony style?
It's like kind of faux because it's like
Is it kind
it's
of like the like Dragon Age or Dragon Quest 8 or Rogue Galaxy or stuff like that where it's like polygonal characters but they're cartoony? Or is it something just like 2D sprite based kind
no,
of?
it's like Rogue Galaxy. It would probably
Okay.
be yeah, it's much that because like I'm trying to think because it's like I've seen something similar, but I can't for the life of me put my finger on where. So, but yeah, I've seen it and it looks good, but it's like yeah, I can't quite place my finger on where I got it. So the battle style is like it's an action RPG, so it has the whole combo system and you can like map skills to different face buttons and different like R1 presses and all this stuff. And you can also and your magic is also mapped to the face buttons and stuff like when your weapons are sheathed. So it's like you can do that magic and sword arts as well. So all depending on well, I mean, I guess you unlock them as you level up. I'm not sure because, like I said, I didn't play that long, so I'm assuming this is a thing. But yeah, that's pretty much it on sword art. And the last thing I played was Tales of Zestiria. I was playing, and then like I think I'm starting to get closer to the end of the first act because it's because we've already gotten to the like one of the twists, and then we also one of the characters died. So I was like, okay, so we're getting to the end of the first act at least. So so far it's gotten more like I want to say like it's semi like Avatar mixed with Final Fantasy X kind of story wise because it's like you have to go on get the four element things because like the shepherd has the ability to like manipulate the elements to help them like get rid of malevolence or whatever. So you have to go on like the semi pilgrimage and go to like these trials to boost your powers. So I was like, huh, this is like Final Fantasy X when Yuna had to go get her summons and stuff. So it's kind of similar to that. But once I got that stuff and everything, it started, I guess, doing like the other twist stuff where stuff is happening in the story. And usually, like with Tales games, it's like story starts off simply, and then there'll be like a twist, and then you'll be the end of the first act, and then you'll get to the next act, and then there'll be another twist, and then you'll get to the final act where it's like everything just goes out the window, and it's like I don't know how we got here, but we're here now, and it's happening, guys. So I think we're getting to the. I think I'm like towards the end of the first act now, because now he's doing like his confrontation with like the the big bad guy. So I'm assuming that's what's about to happen. So um, hmm, I'm enjoying the game so far. I was actually expecting not to because when I first heard that the game was moving back towards the more fantasy angle, I was kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. But it's actually working, so I'm kind of okay with it. And I also like the new like skill system they have for like the equipment. So it's not like other RPGs where you pretty much go from town to town and just buy the best armor kind of thing. Like each of the armors and weapons and stuff you find all have like these skill slots on them that fit on like a kind of like a little puzzle map thing and you can like chain them together to like boost your stats and stuff. So it's not always best to just buy the quote unquote best armor and stuff. It's actually sometimes better to like get certain sets and like fuse certain armors together to like get certain skills together because it can like give you better boost and everything. I think Valkyrie Profile had a similar system, but it was like it was there was just more based on like armor sets and stuff, but it was pretty cool. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been playing.
All righty then. I don't have a middle segment. Do you have a middle segment?
Obviously not. I depend on Tropical for that. So, so of course he's not here and disappointing me at every turn because
Just
he's
asking, because that means we can skip straight to the news. Yes, I only know one thing that happened this week. It's called Deus Ex Human Ruth, or Mankind Divided got delayed.
get it together, second together.
Because Deus Ex Human Revolution already exists. So, sad face. Let me look it up real quick.
But it's good though, because like I mean, like you said before, Mirror's Edge and Street Fighter were coming out around then anyway. So it's like there was. I mean, you'd still have stuff to play because you like both those franchises. So it's not like you'd
See, I'm
be.
looking at my Twitter feed. What's trending right now that's gaming related is Deus Ex, Battlefront, PAX East, Mario Tennis, and Tell of Tales. Unless Tell of Tales is not a gaming thing.
It is, but I mean, I think didn't Nintendo have like a Nintendo
Oh
Direct?
yeah, I was gonna talk about that Nintendo. Oh, I almost forgot. But you could save. Did you watch it?
I didn't get a chance to, but
Oh,
I
well
heard like
then,
a good chunk of the news though
let's
that
go over it. Uh, I guess before I move on to Nintendo, let me see where this stupid game got delayed to. It got delayed, I think, to August. It was gonna come out
oh,
in February.
a big delay for
Yeah, it was a substantial, dare I say, Ar- Arkham Knight-esque length. I mean, only if it gets. Hopefully, it doesn't get like the whole. Oh, here's another delay after the delay, like Arkham Knight did, because that was terrible. Oh goodness, Nintendo, and of course they changed the YouTube thing to grid-based now. So whatever.
some. Another thing that happened, apparently Sega hates me because
Oh,
they
I saw that
announced the
Valkyrie
Valkyria
Chronicles
console stuff, and I
remaster.
was like, you know what, Sega? I don't even care anymore. I don't even care because not only did they announce the remake, they announced a brand new game as
Yeah,
well, both of which
I
are
saw
coming
that.
to the PS4. And you know what? It's Japan only, and you know what? You can go F yourself, Sega.
See,
All
I
right.
don't see why they couldn't just use the voice track from the one they already made because it's the same voices on the remaster.
Because
Because if they're just gonna like enhance the graphics, that doesn't
Sega.
change the lip syncing or anything. That's the same script and stuff, same story.
I really don't actually think it's like that much of a rematch because I mean, like I said, PS3 stuff was all HD
Yeah,
technically, so it's
after
like
looking at the Twilight Princess one, I was like, yeah, this looks better graphically. However, it doesn't look like it's worth it for me to pay the amount of money to charge me for this,
yeah, because it
unless it's
seems
like
like
$20.
it's more of a re-release that they're just coding as a remaster, and it's more like a re-release to see if they can like buzz up interest again, and then release the or
But isn't the
yes,
new
the
one
fourth
like a
game.
different version of Valkyria than it's been? It's like a simulation, not really a strategy.
Which one? You talking about
The
Blue Revolution or the whatever the hell it's called, that Revolution one?
Azure, whatever that one.
Oh, I have no idea. I haven't like read any further
Okay.
after I saw it was like getting released in Japan only. I was like, well, F you then. And then it's like, oh, I don't even care. I don't even care.
I
I
mean, but
wasn't.
they could do a thing like they did with Wow, actually, I don't know if they did something like that. Never mind. I was gonna say
I
they
just
could
want to say,
do that one thing
please
they did
enlighten
when they
me.
brought that one game here, when
Please
they
enlighten
did
me.
pay those one people. And like, wait a minute, did that happen? Is that a thing?
I think you're just imagining it
I might be
because
imagining things.
no, I don't think that happened. Because if they brought something over here I wanted, then I probably would have been
Well, I don't know
happy.
if it was something you wanted. I mean, they did all the I don't know if they did all the Yakuza games, but maybe they like helped Sega with that. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that happened. I think you're just making this up. I think you're just making it up. I mean, the
Because every
only
time there's new one, and people are like, "Oh, is it gonna come here? Is it gonna come here?" And it's like, it's not gonna come here, and it ends up coming here anyway, even though everybody thought it wouldn't. Even though all the other ones have, it's like,
yeah, the Yakuza games or
yeah.
something. Yeah, but they didn't actually do that with Valkyria Chronicles. The third one just never came, and they were like, haha, we're releasing a fourth one now, which is probably not going to come because, you know, reasons. But I mean, the only silver lining is that they did trademark an English name for it, but that's most likely just because they don't want anybody to use it and they can sue if they do. So,
Oh man.
Sega, man, Sega.
I'm I'm scrolling down my Twitter feed to try to find this Deus Ex thing, and then we'll move on to Nintendo Direct. But yeah, I know it's here somewhere. There we go. I found it. All right. So according to IDOS Montreal, uh, it is yeah. It was going to come out in February sometime. It's been delayed to August 23rd, 2016.
The same time as
There's a
Final
statement
Fantasy
from the head of the
15.
studio, but it's whatever. The same time as what RPG?
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh
Haha.
gosh, that's
Square
terrible.
Enix says hi because they're
That's the
like,
same
we like
publisher
to
though.
make our
That's
games.
weird.
I know it's like we like our games to compete because we're Square Enix and we do things like that that don't make sense. It's like, good job, good job. They've done that before, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happened.
Sometimes I have a feeling that they don't know what they're doing.
I would not be surprised at that either because they're like, you know what, we can wing this, guys. We can wing
It's like
this.
Tomb Raider. We want way more sales. Make it exclusive for a year. Who cares? It'll
I
work.
just don't know. I don't know if they're just like intentionally trying to anger IDOS or something. Is that maybe that's what's going on? They're like, you know what? Let's just
But why did they buy them if they didn't want to do? They would. They're just gonna be jerks about it
because
because they
they're
could.
Square Enix. I was saying basically it. Because they
We
could.
have money and we throw it around. Ah, yes.
They're like, LOL, Final Fantasy 14 has made us so much money. So much money.
Apparently, Battlefront is no. Oh wait, that was already trading. Never mind. Okay, Nintendo. So yeah, I watched this. It was pretty good stuff. Didn't make me want to run out and buy a Wii U, but the 3DS stuff there was pretty good because there was that Fire Emblem Bleep
Bundle.
Barb game. I keep
It's like
forgetting
Conquest and
that one, and there's like some super awesome bundle for it.
I want to get it because it's like my 3DS conveniently broke, so it's like now I have an excuse to buy one. Because like, well, it comes with Fire Emblem, which I was buying anyway, so this is totally great for me. And my broken 3DS, which I totally did not want to replace, but now I'm going to because bundle.
Okay, cool. They have a thingy on here with like all the times and all the stuff in it. Yes, so I can just get on the list. Okay, so 59. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do the times. So Twilight Princess HD apparently is a thing coming to Wii U. So
Yeah, about that.
if you
That's like
didn't get to check that out on your Wii, there you go. One of my, I would say my, it is very close to my most favorite ones because Min is awesome, Wolflink's awesome, and it's got waggle action, and you can use the nunchuck on the Wii U
and
too. So there you go.
there's like few like Zelda games I've actually liked, and Twilight Princess was actually one of them. So I mean, it had to be good, right? So, because I'm not like a huge fan of Zelda games, but because I didn't really because
When
I
I played
played.
Skyward Sword, I got stuck on the first dungeon. I was like, yeah, and like that was the one where it's like, this is for Zelda fans. And I was like, this game is too much puzzle for me. Sorry, Zelda. That's when we broke up because it's
Like
like,
this
you
is
know what, the people that like you are not like me, and it will never work. So I'm sorry, Zelda. I can't save you. It's over.
oh,
So last time I go to Hyrule, and I saw that sweet Wii U, and I was like, oh man, it's open world. But then it got delayed a lot, and it's still not out yet. So jury's still out on that one.
which might end up being like another Twilight Princess situation
Yeah.
at the rate it's going.
That too. It's not really on Wii U. It's been through DX. Or has it? I guess we'll see. Yeah, apparently there's a Wolf Link amiibo to go along with the game as well. Oh, I guess it's the other thing I thought about when I was like watching that. I was like, well, you know, however many years ago when this came out for Wii, I could play the whole thing and not have to worry about this. Now it's like, if I get it for Wii U, oh, I can play the base game, but all the extra fun stuff that's locked behind the ALC amiibo lock content, not so much because I'm not buying amiibos. So, sorry, Nintendo. This is why I didn't buy a Wii U. One of the many reasons, I might say, because there's so many. Let's see. Then we have The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes Den of Trials. It's like a advanced, challenging version that you can play with your friends. You have to like kill all the stuff in a room or something to progress whatever.
I actually kind of wanted Triforce Heroes, but like I said, my 3DS is kind of iffy right now. So, and I also don't know anybody else who was getting it, so I don't want to like buy it and then not have anybody to play with because strangers are stupid, and I don't want to.
Did you not buy a new one 'cause you didn't want one of the new 3DSs? Is that why you just didn't like
That's
it?
that's part of the reason why I didn't buy one too, because I was like, I didn't want to get a new
Or you
3DS,
just
and
like, since Nintendo, you know there's going to be like a new one whenever and then the price will drop anyway. So
both.
you just keep waiting.
'Cause that's what I was trying. I was like trying to hold out because I'm like, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can kind of hold out. Like, it's not necessary that I have one, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll eventually get one. So I'm just waiting for the inevitable like new one to happen because when the rumors are like going around with the whole handheld
Oh
home
yeah, that too.
console thing
So
with
if it's
NX, I'm
backwards
like,
compatible, it's like, what's even the point of buying a new 3DS when you can just buy an
yeah.
NX? Yeah.
I'm just trying to, so I'm trying to like play the wait and see approach and see how it goes. Because it's not like I have like a bunch of stuff coming out on 3DS that I want right now anyway. So it's like I can hold off and see what happens.
Then Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, which is a Pokemon dungeon game where you just have
It's
your
super.
Pokemon going through dungeons and saving the world. Well, it's not saving the world, but saving whatever region they're in and stuff. So yeah.
Hey, that
Oh,
is the world Tekken.
there was a bunch of Splatoon updates. I guess you're gonna keep updating the game, which is cool if you're into that squid action with squids and ink and tentacles. So
Wow,
you know, there you go.
Japan.
all, all the tentacles you can handle. Hmm. So I guess that's pretty cool to see that because Nintendo's like supported that game like since it's come out. So I guess
That
it's
is good.
good to
Yeah,
see Nintendo like
just it had
have a
free DLC
long
and
term game that they're just like, oh, here's some new stuff for this, and it's not costing you money. It's free. It's like, oh, so they're not going all evil like I thought they were when they started this whole DLC thing with Mario Kart and everything. It's like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. This is a dark day, but
and
no,
it's nice
it's
because
good.
like Splatoon is like different from like other shooters. It's not like that whole straight up, hey, let's run around shooting the hell out of each other until everyone's dead kind of thing. So, but everybody still like loved it, and I've seen like some of the
It's all
gameplay
about
from
squirting your squid ink tentacle
oh my,
style. Yeah,
oh my.
all over the place too, because that's how you win. Oh yeah, squirt that ink. Um,
Oh dear. This is just getting awkward.
Super Mario
I don't like
Maker.
that.
They said something about like they would feature levels of a certain. Oh, there was some event thing I don't remember. It wasn't. Maybe it was like at the World Championships that they had this summer, or some other time. There were some levels that got made, and they're like, oh, well now you can play those levels, and we're gonna release them to the public in Super Mario Maker. Blah blah blah. So that was a thing. So that's happening. So yeah, more Super Mario Maker stuff. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I guess I don't remember what this was, but
It's a festival of amiibos.
it's Animal Crossing, and yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not like a huge fan of that series, so I usually just kind of anytime they say anything Animal Crossing, I'm like, tune out, I guess.
Let's see here. Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. So
I love Mario Tennis, so
they're talking about that game and how you can play with your AI teammate or something, I think, and like slowly over time make them less stupid and better teammate and
make them
stuff.
less stupid.
Or use and, like how you can use amiibos with it and stuff, and like make them be all giant mushroom mode. And how you have power slam attack or ability rather. So yeah, that. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Every time I see this game, I'm like, man, I'd really like to get a Wii U from this game. But then I'm like, man, Wii U's lifespan is almost over. I can just wait, just wait it out, take it. But it's like giant mechs and Japanese RPG. It's like
I mean, I'm gonna buy it anyway just in case, because the last one ended up being like rare,
oh yeah.
so I'm gonna hold on to it just in case, so I'll at least have a copy of it. So when if I do it, inevitably get like a $50 Wii U or something somewhere down the line, I'll be able to play it.
But yeah, that comes out soon. I think December something. The beginning of December. So they're talking about that, and they're like, if you can preload like specific parts of the game, or just like all of the game. But if you get it digitally, the whole thing's there. It was weird. It was like, oh, you don't have to have this, but if you do like install this data from the game, it'll run way. Well, it didn't say like they didn't say it in all Tekkenese. Like it'll run way more smoother and be more awesome, but it'll be more
But they implied it.
something that whatever they said. I can't remember the exact wording. It was weird because I was like, that's weird. Whatever. Um, Nintendo Badge Arcade, it's this thing on the 3DS. It's like a crane game, and you have to spend real money to get the stuff in the crane to decorate your 3DS theme area or whatever. It was weird. I was like, it's very ingenious but evil at the same time. Because I think you get like free plays, but then after your free plays are up, you have to spend money. And there's like a free mode, but I don't think you get anything from it, so that was interesting too. Pokemon Picross, essentially what it is, or it is what it says it is. It's Picross with Pokemon faces. So if you want some of that, there you go.
Everyone's clamoring for the Pokemon Cross.
Actually, it was weird. Like, actually, they showed there's like this part where they showed like the Pokemon power ups in it, and it like blows away the puzzle pieces like way faster than I don't know. I've never played the Picross, so it's like I have no idea how it works, but it looked kind of neat. But yeah,
Don't fall for it, Tekken.
not for Tekken, because I was like, yeah, my money is too good for this game. Well, okay, well that's not how I wanted that to come out, but that's how that came out. Whatever. Too late. I already said it. SteamWorld Heist. Some I don't know if this was an indie game or like some small game, but it's like a downloadable digital game that's coming to, I think, 3DS. It could be Wii U. I don't remember. It's some small game that they wanted to highlight, and they showed it. And then Fast Racing Neo is the F-Zero game that we deserve, but we don't want or need right now. But hey, no F-Zero. Here you go. Fast Racing Neo. It looks like F-Zero. Okay, it doesn't look or smell like F-Zero, but it's that game that's not F-Zero that if you're like, hey, where's new F-Zero? They'll be like, hey, Fast Racing Neo. There you go.
You're never gonna get a new F-Zero. Let it go, guys. Let it go.
Especially if it's by Sega, because not happening. That's like a one and done, man. One and done. Enjoy it while it lasted. There's something on here called Typo Man. I don't even remember what this was. I want to click on the thingy, but I don't want the stream to crash, so yeah.
Oh, that is great.
Okay, hold on. I gotta see what this is. Typo Man. Oh, okay. This is a Head Up Games and Brain Seed Factory, so it's an indie game. It looks like. Oh, this game. Okay, so there's like words in the world, and then it's like a word jumble platformer. So it's like there'll be words that are like jumbled, and you can like spell stuff, and it'll like give you like an ability or something. So yeah, there's this one part where there's like this thing smashing them, and it says, what does it say? Whatever. It says crush, so you can like change the words around, and like right before the word it's like slow, so you can like slow time, and like it like will like still be crushing, but it'll be going slower, so you can like get through this little jump thingy. So yeah, it comes out November 19th on Wii U.
Only on you.
And they had this like little yokai skit with the dude eating donuts. It was weird. You have to see it to believe it. It was really really weird. And then
Naruto?
and then Pokken tournament. They're not calling it Pokken. It's Pokken, like Pokemon, because it's Pokemon, and that comes out actually I think January. I'm watching the thingy now because I want to like see when it does come out because it looked. I don't know. For some reason, I'm interested in this game.
It's because it has Pokken and sounds similar to Tekken.
Well,
And
it's made by the same people, so it's like that's cool, and it's like you're Pokemon fighting, and that's cool. I mean, it's.
basically Pokemon except an
I'm trying to
actual
think of
fighting
the
game.
I'm trying to think of like the analogy, but I can't think of one where it's like there was a game where it's like, oh yeah, it's like Dissidia, 'cause it's like you're not just turn-based
Yeah,
fighting with your characters, you're fighting with them in real time in 3D, and it's
which is
got
basically what Pokemon battles actually are. When you
yeah,
think about it.
so it's more whatchamacallit. It's more whatchamacallit. Oh, taking it together. It's more in line with the wow, lost my words again. Terrible. With what it's trying to do. And there's like this thing with Shadow Mew, and like if you get the game in its first print run, you can get this card that you can scan on your Wii U controller, but that's the only time you'll get it. So after that you have to unlock it the old-fashioned way of playing through the game. So
Who does that anymore?
yeah, who does it anymore? Terrible. And then after that, oh yeah, Star Fox Zero. Yeah, Star Fox Zero. If only. If only. So that's coming out. Oh, okay, there was a new Mario and Luigi paper game. It's called Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. I think it's on 3DS, but I'm not
Pretty
too
sure
sure
it
where
is.
it's playing. It's on,
Because I
oh, it's on
think
3DS. Yeah, it is. Okay.
because I remember that game was announced previously,
So that was in
so,
here. Um,
which I was excited about though. Because
Actually, it might be release date. Let me skip forward in this video. See if it's on here. It should be. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Available January 22nd, 2016.
yay!
What's next? What's next? Final Fantasy Explorers. This game looked cool. It's kind of like
Monster Hunter
it's
meets Final Fantasy.
Don't stop saying Monster Hunter. It's a
It,
four-player
it's
co-op Final
it's very
Fantasy game.
similar. It's very similar to like Heroes of Light meets Monster Hunter kind of thing.
It does have Monster Hunter
Because it's like
vibes. It's
because
like
it's the class
you don't
system
have
with
to
the
play you don't have to play together, but it is kind of recommended on some parts. And like the enemies are, well, there's Final Fantasy enemies, so it's Final Fantasy. Yeah,
I'm
four-player Final
excited
Fantasy co-op action.
for it.
I kind of wanted to get it, but I was like, when will I have time to play this game? It looks like a time sink. But then I saw all the cool costumes and stuff, and you can like cross them over. Like you don't have to be a ninja to be dressed as a ninja, or you can have your character dressed up as one of like the characters from like another game, like Cecil or Squall or was in there. So was Tifa and Lightning and Cloud. Yeah, so that's cool. So really stayed on this game. Did I really stay on this game?
I don't think so.
Yeah, waiting for the video. Ugh.
When in doubt, probably not.
It looks fun.
It
It
does. I
does.
mean, I'm gonna buy it, so I mean,
Too bad my... Oh, and there's a collector's edition apparently that gives you unlockable stuff. That's in a pouch, and a soundtrack sampler, and an art book, and quest for legendary weapons in the game. Ooh. Oh, that's January 26th. A lot of January stuff here. That's interesting. Let's see. Next game, Fire Emblem Fates. This is the one I was
yay!
talking
I'm
about
excited for
earlier.
that.
And there's like three different. Okay. So there's two
There's
games, and you can get like a downloadable of like the inter or like
there's
there's this.
like an interquel that's kind of
Yeah.
like a sequel to both, but not. It's
So
weird.
you're like not supposed to play it first. You're supposed to play it after, and then
Yeah.
it like fills in all the thingies, fills in all the gaps of like what happened before. So okay, Birthright and Conquest. Those are the two main ones.
Yes, I have Conquest pre-ordered, but now that I know there's a bundle, I'm probably just gonna get the bundle
It's
now.
like if you buy either of them, I think you get the downloadable one for. Oh wait, no. If you get either of them, or if you download, I think if you get it digitally, you can get the one that you don't get for 20. And
Yeah, it's like half off or something, and
there's like
then
an
the
$80 bundle for like all three of them to have all the story. Yeah.
stuff like that kind of irritates me because I was like, this whole Pokemon approach to things is kind of meh. But at the same time, I was like, it's the first time in the Fire Emblem thing you can do like the bad guy and the good guy kind of thing. So I was like, you know what? This might be actually kind of cool. So I'm kind of like semi for it.
Okay, and then like the interquel version or the interquel one's called Conquest, so you can get Birthright, Conquest, and Revelation for 80.
You know, I think Revelation is the integral.
Oh,
Conquest is one of the actual.
I just said I forgot. Whatever. Okay, that's a thing. And then Mega Man Legacy Collection. Yeah, Capcom, whatever. You know what you did.
Your best friend.
And then Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow are
I heard about that and I was like,
coming
no,
back to
you
you.
can't do this to me. My childhood can't come back because I'm gonna
And
want
then
it.
they especially did the coding, or not coding, but like they especially made it so that you can use all the transfer and trading stuff in the game, but through the 3DS's wireless functionality. And that's coming out February 27th.
Which of course means I'm gonna buy it because why not? The
And then
relived child.
Hyrule Warriors Legends, which is the Hyrule Warrior game for Wii U, but now on 3DS. And they introduced a new character named, I forgot her name. She's like
She's like a
Link.
female Link or something,
Yeah,
though. Like Linkara or something like that. Link, it's something like that. Something Link, something female Linky.
female Linky. That comes out March 25th. Uh, oh, Dragon Quest 7 and 8. That's coming to 3DS too. A lot of 3DS here, man. If you got 3DS, you're good for the whole next year. All of next year. That's like a game a month. We
All of
just
it, all
okay,
of
maybe
it.
not a game a month, like a game every other month, and you're good. Like,
Although
why should
keep
you
in
need that many
mind
games?
though, a lot of them are just like remakes of games that already existed before. So
Like Dragon Quest 7 and 8.
ports.
If you've not played them, now you can. Let's see. Don't. Let's see. Hive jump. What's this? Hive jump
What's about
is.
jumping in hives? I don't know. I don't actually know.
This
Technically.
is a. It says early 2016. It's for Wii U. Oh, it looks like one of these small downloadable slash indie games. A lot of shooting going on here. Oh, apparently Kerbal Space Program is coming to Wii U 2, 2016. It's not on the thingy. What? It's not on the thingy, but whatever. It's not on the list, but like the video kept playing and it popped up. But I saw this and I was like, why can't it come to PS4? I want to play this, even though I already have it on PC, but I don't play on my PC anymore. So yeah, Sony, do something. My number 9 is okay. It's weird. There's like 2 dates on here. There's like February 16th, and then there's like Q2 2016. So I'm not even sure. Oh,
So I think
3DS.
it's for the
That's what.
30.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
a different version.
So yeah, my number 9, Wii U. Lego Marvel Avengers, which is January 26th. Yeah, more Lego Marvel. And then Project Cross Zone 2, that's February 6th on 3DS. And Terraria is early next year on Wii U and 3DS. I don't know, it has like the Wii U logo, so I'm guessing it's on Wii U as well. Or it wouldn't be on there. And then they added a new character, Smash Brothers, this whole video thing with Cloud, and I was like, that's cool and all, but there's like way more characters. Or like you could, I don't know. It's like I'm glad they did it, but it's like at the same time I'm like, why couldn't they just do this like all the characters and just like make it like Super Smash Final Fantasy game? I would be so happy with that. And like it's, I don't know. I mean, they had the studio already, but it's like it's Smash Brothers with Final Fantasy characters. Come on, come on, come on. Whatever. It's like one. You know, you almost had me, but I don't really care about Smash Brothers anymore. So
How
not happening.
could you
Really
say
good
that?
fan service though. I was like, it got me excited. I was like, I was contemplating it, but I was like, yeah, I don't play the game anymore. So it looks really good though. Really
How could
good.
you even say that? I am shocked and appalled.
It's the best. It's the best best fan service I've seen all year. It's like Cloud just going to town on Nintendo characters in Midgar. And then like the stage specific stuff was cool too, because like the stage gets cut in half by Odin and all the summons and all the limit breaks. I was like, but then I was like, yeah, I don't know Wii U, and I'm not gonna buy
I was just
this, and
about to say.
it's extra money to probably buy them. I was like, whatever.
Don't worry,
Maybe
when Smash
someday.
Bros. Complete comes out, then you can just
Yeah.
buy.
Ultra Smash, Ultra Super Smash Brothers Arcade Edition. But yeah, that was everything in the Nintendo Direct. So yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that was newsworthy because I think like once Fallout got released, people just stopped caring about news and they're like, "Nah, we'll write it later. We're just gonna go ahead and do a bunch of Fallout stuff because reasons." And yeah, pretty sure that's what happened. Because I think like every news site was just pretty much just like, "Oh my gosh, Fallout is the best thing ever," even if it wasn't the best thing ever. So, but I kind of figured that the hype was gonna carry it a bit. So, not too surprised. And I played New Vegas in 3 and was not impressed. So, yeah.
All right. So I guess that's it for this week's episode. Since
Yeah.
there's nothing left to talk about.
Video games.
So yeah, Astropical would say if you were here, but he isn't. Check us
Sure.
out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, wherever else we're at. The website, aimlesspodcast.com,
We're everywhere.
and other stuff, or just type us in the Google search and we should pop up. Unless you find those other aimless people that are out there too now, which is weird, but whatever. So that could happen.
That's kind of funny, actually.
So yeah, anything to say before we sign off, RPG?
I want Meow Mix. Meow Meow Mix.
All right, so
Yeah,
until next week, when hopefully Tropical's here and we're back together,
he will be.
and everything's back the way it should be.
It's
No
been a weird
weirdness,
year.
hopefully.
It's been a
Everything
weird
goes
year.
smoothly, hopefully. That's it for this Babel Z this week. And until next episode, or until you hear us from again, we're now signing off. Off, 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 off.